EventBrite is a wonderful system for managing sales of tickets and events and all these fun things. And we do a decent amount of, well, ticket sales for our events, which is great, except we want to get away from EventBrite. So in today's Morning for Visionaries, I'm talking about why we're moving away from EventBrite and what we're going to, but more specifically, why you might want to consider moving away from EventBrite, or, very interestingly enough, why you want to stick with them and why we sort of are. Now, let's start with the why we're still sticking with them. The reason is the system works reasonably well. It honestly never breaks. It just works. A lot of people have accounts on EventBrite already, and it has honestly a pretty decent reach out there. So if you put your event on there, we get a decent amount of free ticket sales, and I'm kind of emphasizing that for a reason. Free ticket sales from their just public listing of events, and it's kind of good for that. But that's kind of why we've also stopped. Well, I guess not why we stopped, but it's kind of where our usage of it stopped, simply because of a lot of changes they've made in their platform recently. We're nerds. We can do a whole lot of our own things internally, get our own tech stack in, and have fun with that. So we've stopped using EventBrite, largely because of their fees. Their user experience is getting kind of wonky, and we wanted more control of everything that we're doing. But the most important part is their fees. For us, their fees and their structure of everything they're doing was not working for us anymore for our events, because a lot of our events and how we do our brand outreach is free events, and they started charging for anything and everything through EventBrite. And I get it. It's their platform. They can do what they want, and they have a good platform as well. But for us, it wasn't working. With the way we were doing our business and want to do our business, their model just wasn't good for us. So we stopped using them. And so what we went to is, for free events, we still use EventBrite to a certain degree for brand reach, and we don't push it as much. What we do now, we have event sales and ticketing sales all on our website, or at least as much as we can, because then we can get all the information, don't have to go through anybody else. We can fully control all the automations, have ticketing sales done in our way, our brand, all internally in our tools, and have all the data. So we do ticketing sales on our website. And for those of you who are nerds and want to quickly know how we did it, I'll leave the notes in the description of this video. But the quick information is we host on WordPress, use a ticketing plugin for that, connected to WooCommerce and WooCommerce subscriptions and WooCommerce memberships. Whew. There's a whole bunch of tools we use on WordPress and WooCommerce to kind of connect these things and do it all through there. And that's working reasonably well for us as soon as we don't get bugs. Because if you do it the way we did, you will get bugs and you will need some technical person, which usually happens to be me, to fix these things. But it works really well for us because now we get to avoid all those fees from EventBrite and have it all internally, including the free ticket sales, which is all we're pushing now because we want to get away from EventBrite, other than the brand reach and kind of letting know we still exist. And that's what we're using it for. So that's it for today's Morning for Visionaries. We're going away from EventBrite because of fees and bringing everything internally on WordPress and WooCommerce, using a few various plugins, because it just works much better for the way we do things, for our tech stack and the way we want to control data. So that's it for today. If you have any questions on how this all works, let me know in the comments. And I'd love to know how you have done your events and ticketing sales. I know a lot of you use EventBrite because it just works. And so keep using that. If you love it and it just works, keep doing it. But if you have another idea on how these things work, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your version. See you around. Bye.